There's no doubt about Charlie Wood's talent. His swing, composure, and competitive instincts already showcase something special. But one question still lingers. How did he rise to global recognition so quickly? In just a few short years, Charlie's extraordinary performances have earned him constant headlines and sparked endless debate. Some call him the future of golf. Others say he's still just a kid with a famous last name. But no matter where you stand, what he just did has left everyone speechless. Charlie Wood's first burst onto the national golf stage 3 years ago, at just 11 years old, when he joined his father, Tiger Woods, at the PNC Championship. It was a moment that instantly went viral, not just because of who he was, but because of how he played. Now, for the 4th consecutive year, Team Woods has competed at the Ritz-Carlton Golf Club to close out the season. And over that span, we've watched Charlie evolve in real time, making his first eagle, shaping shots both ways, unleashing a powerful recoil off the tee, and draining long birdie putts, all while echoing the same mannerisms that made his father a global icon. Last year, at just 14, Charlie took another major leap, stepping back to play from the same tees as legends like John Daly, Jim Furyk, Nelly Korda, Vijay Singh, and Steve Stricker. According to Golf Digest, Tiger himself noted the change. "I think his speed has gone dramatically up since last year," he said. "But that's just part of growing so fast, the aches, the teenage life. I didn't have that kind of speed at his age, and I definitely didn't have the equipment he's got today." Still, one thing remains difficult to measure: how Charlie truly stacks up against the top junior golfers in America. On television, he's seen alongside the most famous golfer on earth, hitting highlight reel shots and sharing smiles that remind fans of vintage Tiger. But behind that spotlight is a teenager quietly building his own path, one swing, one round, one moment at a time. Every year, whether online or from fans in the gallery, people can't stop talking about Charlie Woods. Many insist it's only a matter of time before he follows in his father's footsteps, winning PGA Tour events, maybe even hoisting a major championship trophy someday. And sure, that could happen. But it's also worth slowing down for a second and realizing just how far he's come in such a short time. For most of his childhood in South Florida, Charlie's main sport wasn't even golf, it was soccer. He only began taking golf seriously around 2020, when the world shut down during the COVID lockdowns. That's just a few short years ago. People need to stop comparing him to kids who've been playing competitive golf their entire lives, said one of Golf Digest's top 50 teachers in America. Give him 5 years, maybe 10, and then see where he stands. Of course, that's easier said than done, because his last name is Woods. But the point stands: Charlie is extraordinarily talented, yet still new to the grind of competitive golf. What he does have, though, is something no other junior can claim: access to the greatest golfer of all time as a personal mentor. He's got a huge leg up, the same top instructor added. Most young players never get exposed to that level of preparation, that understanding of how to play, practice, and think the game. Charlie's growing up around greatness, and that's an edge you can't teach. The real intrigue now is how he'll stack up as he faces more national-level competition in the coming years. Because every time Tiger and Charlie tee it up together, the golf world watches, and the media storm that follows is unlike anything junior golf has ever seen, as Padraig Harrington famously said after last year's PNC Championship. "This is the first tournament I've ever played in where Tiger Woods is in the field, and he's not the star of the show." That week, the cameras all turned toward Charlie, dressed in Nike red, twirling his club, mimicking the same calm confidence that defined his father's career. But amid all the buzz, one voice from years earlier still rings true. When Charlie was just 11 years old, one veteran pro said it best: "He doesn't need to be compared to Tiger. He doesn't need to be compared to anybody." Because if history has taught us anything, it's that even the greatest legacies must be rewritten by the next generation, one shot at a time. Justin Thomas said it best: "He just needs to enjoy the game, and hopefully I can help him enjoy Saturday a little more." Because while the world keeps saying Charlie Woods reached his peak because of his dad, those closest to him know there's more to it than that. Yes, Tiger Woods is a 15-time major champion, arguably the greatest golfer in history, and one of the most famous athletes to ever live. He's been in the spotlight practically since he could walk. But now the story is shifting. It's no longer about Tiger's legend. It's about how he's guiding his son through the weight of expectation that comes with it. Before one of their tournaments, Tiger was asked how he decided the time was right to let Charlie step into the spotlight, to face the media, the cameras, the endless scrutiny that follows the Woods name. Tiger's answer was calm, but telling. Charlie's been playing in junior tournaments and out in front for a while now. People are filming him at every event. This is just the world we live in. Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a camera. But what Tiger said next revealed what really matters. Because the most encouraging part of Charlie's journey isn't that Tiger pushed him into golf. It's that Charlie asked for it. It was Charlie who pleaded with his dad to play in the PNC Championship. He wanted the challenge. He wanted to compete. And when PGA Tour Commissioner Jay Monahan once asked Charlie what other sports he played, Charlie's response was simple and direct. "I'm focused on golf." Monahan smiled and asked, "Do you hit balls every day?" Charlie just nodded and said, "Yeah." For Tiger, that moment said it all. "It's deepening our bond." Tiger said, "It's not about anybody else, because beneath the cameras, the headlines, and the comparisons, it's still just a father and son chasing the same dream, one swing at a time." Tiger said it best. "It's not about anybody else. It's about us," and that bond, father and son, carried Charlie to his biggest milestone, yet that on a humid Wednesday afternoon at Eagle Trace Golf Club in Florida. Charlie Woods, just 15 years old, teed it up for the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship qualifier. The stakes were massive, but you wouldn't have known it from his walk. Calm, focused, silent to be by the end of the round. The silence had turned into something louder, a statement. Charlie fired a 1-under par 71, winning the qualifier by a single shot. That victory punched his ticket to the U.S. Junior Amateur Championship, held July 22nd through 27th at Oakland Hills Country Club, one of golf's most storied venues. The tournament field is stacked, 264 of the best players under 19 from around the world. They'll grind through 2 rounds of stroke play across Oakland Hills North and newly restored South courses. From there, only the top 64 will advance into match play, one-on-one duels on the South course that decide who survives and who goes home. The ultimate prize, a spot in the 2025 U.S. Open at Oakmont Country Club, a dream ticket that could launch a junior career into the history books. Among those already qualified are 78 top-ranked amateurs, including 15-year-old Miles Russell, who's turning heads of his own after earning a sponsor exemption to compete in the Rocket Mortgage Classic at Detroit Golf Club. But Charlie didn't get here through invites or headlines. He earned it shot by shot. After a rough start on the back 9, a bogey followed by a double, he could have folded. Instead, he fought back with 3 birdies between holes 13 and 16, sealing the win in style. That it wasn't just a scorecard. It was a message that when the moment comes, Charlie Woods doesn't fade, he finishes.